And you know, gun violence is a serious issue in our community, and nobody knows better than my brother, my senator, Bobby Champion. Bobby Champion, what are some of the things that we're doing to fight gun violence in our community?
Well, one, I think, is having community come together and understand how devastating gun violence is, and how it's important to be peaceful and commune with each other and find ways to lift each other up as opposed to destroying each other. One of the things that has always been relevant as well is that whenever there's gun violence involved, we all are affected, right? So the person who's pulling the trigger, those who are affected by the trigger, family members who had nothing to do with whatever the altercation could potentially be, and we don't believe that there's anything so important that we need to resort to gun violence. Peace is the order of the day, and the work that you all are doing by getting out there in the streets, talking to young people, engaging young people, reinforcing positive values, and asking them to make some decisions that's going to always uplift them as well as our community.
You know, one of the things that we always talk about politicians and all that stuff, but there's work that has to be done. We can't expect for our politicians to do all the work. And sadly, in our community, we do that too much. We complain, but we don't work. I know it's hard to get to the Capitol. I know it's hard to find parking, but it's easy to reach this brother. And so what can people in our community do to be more effective?
Well, one is understand that we have to be concerned about those people who are in our household, first of all. You know, making sure that our brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, cousins are doing the right thing. Also supporting organizations like yours and others that are out there in the streets making a difference. They can even support by, you know, calling the Capitol and calling their local officials as well.
When you talk about making changes in our community around gun laws and stopping the gun violence in our community, so many people say it won't happen, but all around the world they're changing things so that people are safer. What do we got to do? We got our state legislator here. What do we got to do?
Well, Vijay, I think that no one thing's going to take care of it. Yeah. I mean, we really have to think of a multi-pronged approach. You know, we have to realize that there's a problem with too many guns. We have too many guns in our, not just in our community here in the north side, but throughout Minneapolis and throughout the state of Minnesota. And I think reasonable gun laws can begin to change that. We're up against a really, really big industry, gun manufacturing.
Right.
And quite frankly, they make money when they sell guns.
They make lots of money.
So their goal is to sell more guns. So in the end, that's one of the key things. But I think we've got to get away from where we're each fearful of each other, where we have young men running around thinking that, you know, holy shit, I've got to carry a gun because someone might be out to get me. You know, we got to show these young men love and that we care about them and they're critical and important to our community. I mean, we've got a situation that I think is somewhat really, you know, this is a whole larger public safety issue. We need all hands on deck, all people trying to do different things, because I think in the end that's what's going to, you know, make our community safe.
That's right. And so, just like you said, it's going to take a multitude of things to make change. But if you don't do anything, then nothing will ever change. The number one thing that we talked about before, don't ask the politicians what are they going to do, but help them do something. That's the important key. That's why when I talked to Ray Dean, I said, what do I need to do? Because you need to do something. First of all, you need to do something. We got to touch the hearts of these kids because they're going to get guns. Because the gun manufacturers are going to make sure they're available. But if their hearts are where they need to be, they'll think twice before they hurt somebody. We're losing too many to gun violence. We've got to do something. And we can't allow the gun industry to take over our community. Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
DJ.
God bless you.
You know, I'm always there, man.
All right,
Let me know
bro.
whatever you need. Dude.
All right, thanks a lot. Come on, we're going to meet some more people out here. Hey, you know, this is really great. What I love about this, we got organizations coming together. We got people coming together. We got community coming together. Not only that, but folks are coming around now saying, wow, how can I do more? How can I get involved? Tell them a little bit about what today is all about and what we got planned.
Wonderful. Well, today is Wear Orange Day, and that is a National Gun Violence Awareness Day. It was actually started in urban Chicago. A young woman who had been a leader in her high school, who had been at Obama's inauguration, came back from Washington and was caught in the crossfire. And her school classmates were so upset about it that they all wore orange, the way hunters do in the woods, so as not to get shot. And they went out on the street demanding common sense gun laws. So from now on, that was on her birthday, June 2nd, is National Gun Violence Awareness Day. We are celebrating it today because we wanted to be out in this park with families. We wanted to do it on the weekend. I often hear people from Greater Minnesota say, oh, we don't have a problem with gun violence in our community. It's just those people in North Minneapolis. And so we wanted to be here today because we wanted to show the world how amazing and vibrant and wonderful those people in North Minneapolis are. Let's give a great big cheer!
Stop the violence, bring the unity, protect Minnesota, everybody working together. Gun violence is a serious issue, you know, and we got people here that know what we have to do and how we need to do it. First of all, we have our wonderful Officer Adams here. Nobody has worked harder in homicide that I know of than Officer Adams. And Officer Adams, what should we do in the community?
You know, I think it's bigger than law enforcement. You know, we're going to have to stick together on this issue. I mean, yesterday we had two shot. We had a young lady shot waiting in line at Pizza Lucci's to get a piece of pizza. The shots came across from the parking lot. But this has got to stop, man.
I spent 8 years in homicide. I was able to pull up my uncle's case. It was 2 pages. That was a shame.
Well, my name is Sharif Willis. I really feel that just what Charlie said is essential. We have to, whatever differences that individuals who are working on behalf of trying to arrest the violence that's existing, the community-based organizations, whatever differences they may have with another organization, the time now is to leave those differences behind and to go forth to try to resolve this. It takes all of us. This is a community effort. This is not no one person. It's not no law enforcement issue that's going to be able to bring forth a solution to this. This is all of us.
We all continue to work on this, but there's some things that we need to do. Brother Mac, what are they?
Well, the first word that comes to mind is synergy. Everybody needs to come together.
So I'm State Representative Fu Lee, representing District 59A in North Minneapolis, and I'm here today because I believe that it's critical for us as a state to start having a conversation around gun violence prevention and awareness. And you know, this past session, both myself and Senator Hayden introduced legislation to do so, but our Republican colleague refused to give us a hearing or just to even start that conversation. So I'm here today to talk with my neighbors to see how we can get that conversation going right here on the north side, the city of Minneapolis, and hopefully to the whole state of Minnesota.
Well, I think a lot of the time people don't get the gun violence until it hits your doorstep. So this time, like I've known for years, you know, there's fighting or gun violence and everything else in the community, but it really hit home when it hit mine, and I would never have stopped fighting until the folks were caught for my mom's death. So it's given me strength that I didn't know I had.
I'd also like to say to the parents, if you know, and most of the time you do, if your child has a gun in the house or has access to a gun that is not legally obtained, that you get that gun and get it to the authorities.
Because the guns aren't the answer, and they're fighting over things that are so minute. It's not even good.
I'm Betsy Hodges. I'm the mayor of Minneapolis, and I am so glad to be here today with so many people who say no more gun violence in our community.
If you have a balloon that you want to release in honor of someone that you know, someone that you loved, a community that you know, a community that you love, if you want to come forward together and do that together, I think now would be a great time.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? We are out here at this event, basically bringing awareness on gun violence here in the state of Minnesota and abroad. This event is being put on by Protect Minnesota. However, there is a whole bunch of sponsors. The Enough campaign from Nikki McComb, myself, Antoine Beach from Face to Face. I never can forget Brother BJ from Mad Dads. And there's a host of others, so please excuse me if I forgot you. But again, this is to bring awareness about the gun crime, the gun issue that we have here in the state of Minnesota.
But we as Face to Face, we are doing anything and everything that we can to promote gun sense, sensible gun laws.
Hi, my name is Curtis Britton. I'm the chaplain for Freedom Works, which is a re-entry aftercare service working with guys coming out of prisons, treatment facilities, jails, you know, and wherever. If they're homeless, we help them.
My name is Ade Daniel. I'm here to express my feelings about guns because I believe that we human beings, we are destroying ourselves. And then to me, America is the Garden of Eden, I know.
Hi, I'm Cheryl with the Hennepin County Child and Teen Checkup Program. We're here today at the Stop the Violence because we feel like preventative health care fits right in with stopping violence. You don't want to have violence against your body, right? So what you want to do is stay consistent with your health care, and that fits into our program.
We are Jim Reason, Marvin Smith, and Roy Joe of Black men leading the African American community. We're here at the rally today trying to get our mission statement distributed to the attendees and get individuals that are interested in the nuts and bolts of our mission statement to help us rally our effort.
You know, it amazes me that every year as the weather starts to warm, for the last 30 years we've seen an escalation of violence, and it was our feeling that there wasn't enough being done intentionally to kind of get in front of that violence and quell it and just save one life.
You know, I think the heart of the matter is us coming together and really addressing the root causes of the violence. We know that particularly our young people need support around education and housing and employment and just love. They need to know that our community supports them and has their back, particularly as it pertains to staying safe. So I think using our blueprint that you're a part of, BJ, and looking at our group violence intervention strategy are some really great steps in the right direction that the city has supported in an effort to make the north side and all of Minneapolis a better place.
Preventing gun violence isn't some grand mystery. There is research out there, and we know that there are strategies that work. And so we know that providing opportunities that permanently disrupt poverty as well as build community, as well as looking at the entire cycle of someone's involvement with crime in the criminal justice system, we know that these things can build safe neighborhoods.
And what I would like to ask you to think about today is I would ask you to think about how the impact of gun violence affects the quality of life of children.